And good Saturday evening, everyone. I'm Dave Goldman. Thanks for joining us here on KTVA. Busy day for sure. In fact, across our nation, it's been a day of voices heard and messages sent. And here in the 49th state, Alaskans have been right in step. In the wake of Hurricane Laura, downed power lines also blocking roads across the state. That is making recovery efforts even more difficult. Omar Villafranca reporting from storm-ravaged Lake Charles. Spirited but peaceful displays in Anchorage as residents take to the streets to demonstrate against the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. But in other cities around the nation, it's a different deal. Violence and unrest, curfews being put in place as protesters and cops square off.
Godspeed, Bob and Doug!
And rocket men. It's been a long time. SpaceX takes off into the Florida sky for the first manned mission from U.S. soil in 9 years. And good Saturday, everyone. I'm Dave Goldman. Thanks for joining us here on KTVA. Alaska has not seen any violence due to this week's death of a man in Minnesota by a police officer there, but that doesn't mean that what's happened has been ignored. Hundreds of people marched out of Town Square Park this afternoon, made their way through the streets of downtown Anchorage for a peaceful demonstration. That in support of George Floyd and others killed by police officers. And good to have you with us on this Sunday night here on CBS 5. The pandemic has forced many people to change those summer vacation plans. Instead of leaving the state, may we interest you in a trip closer to home. CBS 5's Dave Laval takes us on a tour to see the cattle of the North.
Get right back to that sunshine.
Yeah, with those 60s and those 70s and thunderstorms, we're almost tropical. We can almost call ourselves tropical. At least until until we get the 40s and the 50s, and then we're a little cooled down. Thanks, Melissa. We'll see you in a few minutes for sure. Meantime, a furry intruder caught on camera. You don't hear that every day as a lead for a news story. That at a storage facility and business in Wasilla. The manager at Eagle Eye Secure Store on Selden Road saw the traffic had been stopped. What's going on? Then noticed the small black bear going across the road. The bear, small enough to crawl under the front gate. The employee, of course, snapped a few photos. That's what you do, right? Before noticing that the bear was headed towards him, then thought better of it, hid inside one of those buildings. Other staff able to watch the surveillance video, let him know when the coast was cleared. With the help of an Alaska State Trooper, staff were able to give the bear an opportunity to just take off. They say neighbors have reported spotting the black bear in the Selden area and say it is a very good reminder in all seriousness that people should, of course, be bear aware and continue to be bear aware here in the state of Alaska. It was supposed to be a record year for tourism. Instead, vehicles are parked. Plenty of wheels to be had. Next up, what COVID-19 has done to the rental car industry. On this Memorial Day weekend, we leave you tonight remembering and honoring those who've served this great country. It's a virtual tribute from the United States Air Force Band as bugler Jason Covey plays taps at Culpeper National Cemetery in Virginia. The Air Force says the video is meant to emphasize just how many military members have lost their lives defending the United States of America. Thank you for joining us, everyone, and good night.